Well, good evening, everybody. This is Cleta Colson-Eyre, and it is June the 23rd, 2019. 7 days. As a matter of fact, you think about it, next week at this time, we'll have 4 hours left of the seminar year. 4 hours. But this is the good news. We have a fourth of the month left. 25% of the month is left. So it's like, that is a long time if you really think about it. Because you know that first week, nothing's happening. And then the second week, you're like, oh, it's the last month of the year. And then the last week, you're like, whoa, I better do something. And so now it's time to really do something. So if you've been asleep, wake up and smell the roses. If you've been thinking, hey, yeah, I'm gonna get some stuff going this month. I'm gonna help my unit. This is the week for that too. If you're thinking, I think I'm gonna get some recruits, yeah, I'm gonna have to talk to Susie because I know that I want to get my red jacket. Well, this is the week for that too. So all the procrastination has got to end in the next 7 days. I mean, like seriously, we have got to get it done this week. This is the week. There's no more putting it off. The cruise, it ends. 7 days. That's it. They're not gonna say, oh, you get 2 more months to finish. No, it's over. June 30th is over. So you know what? Some of you are so close. And some of you that aren't close, it don't matter. You can still do it. People have done it in a week. I'm not kidding. A girlfriend of mine that did it on her first month, we were talking about, or maybe it was the second month, talking about it. She had done jack towards it. And then all of a sudden, in 1 week, she got it all done. So, I mean, it's just a matter of focus. So 7 days. I was thinking, what could I talk to y'all about 7 days? And what I want to talk to you about tonight is 7 days of power. We have 7 days to get something done. 7 days. And I talked about on my Facebook page, I said, you know what, if you don't really have a goal, maybe you're sitting there like, I'm just really not going for anything. I mean, I don't have some great goal to get excited about. I know your director does. So if you don't have some great one, hook onto hers. But let's say you need something for yourself. So first of all, you hold the key. This is the key for June. This is the last week to win a piece of key jewelry. So if you have been here all year or just got in and you don't have any of the Mary Kay jewelry, you could win this last necklace this month by the end of the week. And so then they'll start something different next year. I don't know what it is. I can't wait to find out. But the key program is over next Sunday. So that's one thing you could do, okay? If you are wanting to recruit some people and build a team and go into DIQ, it would be very smart of you to get some recruits this month because they get the besties vouchers. So each of them are more motivated to get 3 people on their team, which can you imagine if you're going into DIQ and you have like 5 people and they all got 3 vouchers? And so that's 5 times 3, that's 15 people if they use their vouchers. And then you take those 15 and you're 8 and yourself, guess what that is? What is that, 24? 8 plus 15 plus you. That's 24. Boom. So, like, take Heather Clark, Janice Trump. They both have gold medal, and I think Allison, too, is gold medal. Just take them. And let's say all 5 of their people they recruited this month all use all 3 of their vouchers. That's 15 new team members plus the 5 you recruited. So that's 20 people toward their unit or their future unit that they'll have because they decided to recruit in June and not waste that opportunity for that voucher, because it is a lot more attractive to have that $75 voucher. Now, those of you that don't have the $75 voucher, guess what? Every single one of us directors are doing something for new recruits this month. Ask your director, say, what are you doing for new recruits this month? And she'll tell you. You know, we're all doing different things, so I'm not going to go into that. But there is a good reason to get team members this month, and all of them will get those vouchers, which would be pretty awesome. Okay, so I'm going to give y'all some ideas on some things that you can do in the next 7 days. Okay, so I'm going to spit out a bunch of things. You know, one of them is you're going to go, I'm going to do that one. Okay, you might do them all. I don't know. So 7 days of power. That's what we're going to call it. 7 days of power for the 4th of the month that is left in the seminar year to reach some goals. All right, so you could do 7 parties, a party a day. Or you might have to, you know, switch some up and do 2 in one day if you got something you can't do, you know. Or on Saturday, you could do, you know, 4 on Saturday and 3 during the week. 7 parties this week. If the average party is $300, that would be selling $2,100 this week. $2,100. You could take half of that and you could place, you know, $1,050 order. And if you're selling skincare sets, you got them at 60% off. So you're going to make more money. 7 parties will change your life. One time when I was stuck in my Mary Kay business, I mean, literally, I was in qualification to win a Cadillac. I needed to do $23,000 to win it. And I had not done $23,000 in the last 12 months, like we had been doing 13, 14, 15. We had not been doing enough. And I thought, how am I going to get this done? I mean, we haven't done this, you know. And I thought, I've got to do something. I got to do something radical. So I booked a 10-party week. And I would say I booked a 10-party week. You know what I did? I booked 3 parties for 3 in a row. And then I told them that I was doing a 10-party week, and I booked from those parties to finish it out. So like one party, they were like, all right, I'll do one. And one girl, she says, I'll do one. And this girl goes, can't you do one for her? They're like, I guess I can do one too. And so I had my 10-party week. And from that 10-party week, we ended up recruiting 7 people. And I think I sold, I don't even know how much I sold. I want to say it was like $4,000. Like, it was a pretty good week of sales for me. But the momentum from one solid week of holding parties, just one week of like killing it. And don't let me kid you, I was tired. And I thought, wow, that was a lot. But you know what? It was worth it, because I had one of the girls that I recruited, of the 7, got 7 recruits in her first 2 months. And several of them came in qualified. A couple came in with stars. I mean, it was like a ball rolling down the hill. It just was like I was picking up people, picking up sales. It got it going. And I'm talking like the month before, and I know I'm a sales director and I have a lot of people to work with, but personally, the month before, I had 0 parties. 0. So I went from 0 parties in that month, maybe 2 or 3, 4 months in a row. I mean, I did them at the meeting, but like as far as me going out and do a party, I had not had very many. And so I just had to make that decision. I'm doing it. Mary Kay had given a challenge at seminar to hold a 10-party week. Ryan Rogers, the grandson of Mary Kay, said he was going to do it. And I thought, well, Ryan Rogers can do it. And everybody, we had to sign that we were going to do it, like make a commitment. And it was supposed to be in August, and it was the very last week in August. And I thought, well, you said you were going to do it. You turned in a little slip of paper at seminar and said you were going to do it. Are you going to do it, or you just like lie to people? So I thought, you got to do it. I made myself do it. So 7 parties, I'm saying 7, I did 10, but 7 parties in a week will change your life. I promise you. Like, I can't even explain what will happen if you did 7 parties in 1 week. You're going to have, let's say you just had little tiny parties. Let's say there only 3 people came to the party. That's still 21 new customers. Let's say 6 came to every party. That is 42 new customers. 42. Let's say you got 10 names from every person that week. That's 420 names. Let's say you booked 2 parties out of every party. You know, just think about this, you guys. That would be an additional 21. You know, if you had 7 and you booked 2 from every party, that's 14 more parties you have on your books for July. And you would start out the month of July killing it. I mean, like, you might be thinking, how am I going to pay for seminar? Well, 7 parties, you'd have enough to register for seminar by the end of the month. You'd have enough to pay for your hotel room and your plane ticket. So don't tell me you don't have enough money to go to seminar. Instead, you could say, I don't want to do parties to pay for seminar because it's not worth it to me. That's what you can tell me. Now, that's the truth. To say I don't have enough money means I'm not willing to work. That's what Mary Kay used to tell me. They would say, she says, don't say I can't afford to go to seminar. Just say the truth. I'm not willing to work and do the parties to make the money to go to seminar. That's a true statement. Whoa, I'm on a roll tonight. Okay, 7 parties. Now, you might be like sweating bullets saying, I can't do that. Okay, what about 7 faces? Oh my gosh. Now, doesn't that sound easy now? 7 little faces, 7 little women that you facial this week. Just 7 women that you give a facial to. So easy. Y'all, people are lining up at the spas to get facials every single day. 7 women, free facials. Throw in something different like the facial peel. tell them take off their sandals and do it on their feet too. I just did my Brad's daughter, my stepdaughter. She's 15. And, you know, she's young. She got young feet. But honestly, she's like me. She goes barefoot all the time and wears sandals. The bottom of her heels look terrible. We did them. They look like a 7-year-old's feet now. I mean, I could not believe, she couldn't believe it either. And so, you know, do something special like that. But 7 people this week, an average sale when you do one at a time is about $75 a face. I mean, it really is. I mean, sometimes you may only sell like 50 or 30, but then some are going to buy the miracle set, which is 110, or the ultimate, you know. And I have had a facial where they bought $500. I know that's crazy. I had a $500 reorder yesterday. $500. You might say, Cleta, why didn't you recruit her? She don't want to recruit. She wants to spend $500 on me. And I let her every year. She buys for a year. 7 faces. 7 times 75, that's $525. That's great money, right? Okay. 7 interviews. If you actually sat down face to face and talked to 7 people about the Mary Kay opportunity and said, look, I just want to share my heart with you. This may not be for you, but I have chosen 7 women that I want to talk to this week in my 7 days of power just to share the business plan with you and see what you think. And if it's not for you, honestly, after I tell you, you may know someone that you think would be perfect, because I'm looking to build my team this month. And so I would say for sure, if you sit down with 7 women, that 2 would sign up. Maybe all 7. I mean, it is the month of June, but at least 2. If you actually talk to 7 people. Now, that does not mean that you text them and go, hey, Gianna, you ever thought about doing Mary Kay? No. Would you like to hear about it? No. Okay, that's 1. Who else going to text? That is not what I mean. I mean, like, you go to the coffee shop. At least talk to them in FaceTime. I mean, look at them. Talk to them. Tell them about how you make money in Mary Kay. See what would be a reason they would want to sell Mary Kay. Y'all know we've talked about how to do interviews. Go back to some of the Boss Babe calls that talk about how to team build. You know, use our little team building flyer. Love what you do. And if you really sat down and talked to 10 to 7 people, I know that you could get 2 people to sign up if you had their undivided attention. I really do. 7 people, 2 recruits. Who wouldn't want to have 2 recruits by the end of the month? Everybody, okay? $700 in sales. How could you do that? $100 a day. You could have a goal to every day this week sell $100. $100 a day is 4 charcoal masks a day, 1 miracle set. It could be that you have a goal of selling 7 mascaras in one day. You know, you could kind of pick the item you're going to try to sell that day. You know, the facial peel is $65. You can sell a facial peel and a foundation and a brush. You know, it's not that much. You could sell you probably could almost like get 2 reorders and do that. But if you try to have a goal of selling $100 a day, get you a marker board and subtract and just have it and say, my goal is sell $100 a day. And like, you could keep going, but after you sell 100, if you want to wait, do it next day. Okay. $100 a day. They give you $700. You could order with it. You could take a profit of $350. If you wanted to, you could do a $700 order and you'd have your key and $100 extra for your unit. For people like me, we're trying to do $1 million. People like Jana, trying to run a Cadillac. Okay. And everybody else in y'all's goals. Not leaving anybody out. Okay. You could have a goal to sell 7 skincare sets, 7 miracle sets, 7 clear proof, 7 botanicals, 7 MK men set. I mean, I know all of you that cry and whine that you don't know any women, you know men. You got to know somebody or you'd be dead, right? So if you feel like you don't know women, look in your little Facebook, go all to all your ex-boyfriends, unless you're married, because I know you deleted those numbers. You did, right? If you didn't, you need to do that tonight. Okay. Get your friends' husbands, call them, talk to them, and say, listen, I got a deal for you. Do you wash your face? You don't. Okay, well, do you shave? All right, so I've got an awesome shaving cream and a face wash, and I know you don't think you have wrinkles in your eyes, but you have a few. And so I got a little bit of eye cream, and I've got a man moisturizer, okay? And it's got a little sunscreen in it to help you protect yourself from skin cancer. It is a deal. It's $85, and you know, if you buy that, I'm gonna throw in a cologne at half price. You probably all know 7 men you could sell that to. or go for 13, you know. But I just want you to think about selling a skincare set a day, whether it's a repair, the miracle set, whether it's the botanicals, one little tiny skincare set a day. Could you not do that? Yes. Yes, you could. Okay. All right. If you sold the miracle set, let's say you sold 7 miracle sets this week, 7 miracle sets. It could be reorder miracle sets, or it could be new facials that you did, or it could be someone you just gave the miracle set. Some of us have the little packets of the miracle set. Maybe you gave 7. I would probably give out like at least 3 times what I wanted to buy. So let's say I gave out 21 samples of those little packets and followed up with them the very next day, because you don't have time to waste. We only got 7 days. And you sold 7 miracle sets. I would probably give them their foundation at half price, you know, or a charcoal mask free. Give them their foundation free. It don't matter. Here's the thing. 7 times 110 is $770. Ordering it at 60% off. You're only paying $44 a piece for them. So that's going to be $308 wholesale. Your profit is $462. $462. Take $200 of that, register for seminar. You got $262 left. Go get you a plane ticket or put it in the account to pay for your hotel room. Boom. Boom. Isn't that awesome? Okay. You could call 7 customers every day. If you are seasoned in Mary Kay and you got some customers, you could call 7 customers every day. Just get your customer list down. That's 49 customers you will call by the end of the month. What are you going to say to them? So you're going to call them, and I would say, hey, Jana, this is Cleta. I'm just calling to update my customer list. It's the end of our seminar year, so I just want to make sure I have your address right, because, you know, I send the lookbooks out, and I'm fixing to update my preferred customer program. And so do you still live at 2805 Lakewood Drive? Okay, awesome, awesome. Well, while I got you on the phone, I know it's been, gosh, 5 years since you bought that cleanser. Are you out of that yet? I know. You get the humor for free. Okay, so you're going to say, hey, you know, I know you used to use our cleanser, and I noticed you haven't reordered it in a while, and I just wondered, would you be interested in reordering? We have a new cleanser. It's called 4-in-1 cleanser now. Yep, it brightens as well as cleanses, exfoliates, and moisturizes. As a matter of fact, I got a deal on the miracle set, and the miracle set has changed too, because I'm just saying she hadn't ordered in a long time, right? Maybe she just orders a lipstick. You could talk to her about the miracle set, but at the very least, maybe she's a good customer. You could say, oh, I'm also just making sure I have your correct email and your phone number. Obviously, I got your phone number because you're talking to me, but your correct email. And are you low on any of the things that you normally use? What about that lifting serum? You know, that lifting serum it's improved even, and it's still only $70, and yet it's a better formula. Who does that? So, boom. If you called 7 customers a day, and you can spread them out if you need to. You can say, I'm going to call 2 at 9 o'clock. I'm going to call 2 at 10 o'clock. Or you could just, bam, call them all in 1 hour. Make it a race. How many people can I call in an hour? And just update your mailing list. That's so easy. And what if they say the worst? Cleta, I hate you, I hate Mary Kay, and I don't want to be on your mailing list. Well, guess what? I just saved 70 cents. Hallelujah. They saved me $1. All right. So every call that says no, saved me $1. So if I call 49 people and they all tell me no, I saved $50. I sure did, because I'm not going to send them a book anymore. But if they say, yeah, keep me on your list, I'll say, okay, now this is my preferred customer list. So is there anything, you know, you haven't ordered in about 6 months? So to stay on my preferred customer list, I just wonder if there's anything that you'd like to reorder. I mean, that sounds kind of pushy, but you'll figure out a nice way to say that, right? In other words, no, I'm not going to keep you on my list if you don't even buy from me ever. I mean, I might, but normally I look and see who has purchased from me in the last year. I have a list I can pull up, and then that's who gets the book. If they hadn't ordered me in 4 years, I need to call them, and they don't probably using some other brand, right? Don't waste your money. But you can make those calls, and you could probably get something out of it. At the very least, you might ask her if she tried the new foundation, which you know she hasn't, because you probably hadn't even ordered it yet. No, you've ordered it. You guys are boss babes. But the new foundation would be a great place to start, right? Yes. And the new miracle set. You can do the foundation of you contest. Okay. 7 customers. You could, let me just say this. If you call 7 customers, that's 49 people. If half order, that's 24 people. half of them, and I'm not saying just call them and leave a message. I'm saying actually talk to them, okay? Because when you actually talk to them, you have more of a chance. If half order, and the average order for someone, a quarter, is about $40. So if half ordered an average, okay, $40, that's $960. That's almost $1,000. That's pretty awesome. What if I guaranteed you that? What if I said, listen, I promise you, all you got to do is call 7 customers a day. At the end of the month, you have sold $1,000. I promise. I mean, I can't promise you that, but honestly, if they're customers, I would say that's a pretty good idea of what you could do. Okay. All right. Invite 7 people to your sales meeting this week. So if you have a sales meeting, why don't you get on the phone? One of the calls you could do is invite them while you're checking up on them, is invite them to the sales meeting and just say, you know what, it's our 7 days of power, and my goal is to have 7 guests at our meeting this week. I get a prize for my director if I have 7 people there. If you're in my unit, I'll give you a prize for 7 people. Your director will too. So you just call her, say, Cleta said you're going to give me a prize if I have 7 people in the unit. Okay? That's what you do. All right. Okay. Where I talk about? Okay, 7 bookings. So, you can do the 7 party. You can get 7 bookings, whether it's for this week or next week, but just get 7 parties on the books. All right. Just getting 7 parties on the book. Let's say you are not into having the 7 this month, but let's say you do 2 this month and you got 5 booked for July. Isn't that awesome to start your month off with 5 parties? It made the difference in my year to start off the new year with a party. Date, like the second day, bam, a party. $1,600 party and recruited 2 people. I mean, it was very well worth my time to just say, look, no, I'm not going to have a bad July. My July is going to be awesome. Okay. So book 7 parties. Of course, finish the cruise. That's something you could do. The preferred customer program is something that they send the Mary Kay lookbook out once a quarter. Or actually, it's once about every 6 weeks or so. And the next one is going to arrive to your customers in August. So you have to enroll your customers. And I'm saying this for some of our new gals. You have to enroll your customers. And basically what you do is you have to go to your My Customers Plus app or your Mary Kay In Touch and click under My Customers, and you have to enter in your customer's name, address, and phone number and email if you have an email. And then you go to Business Tools, and you'll see Preferred Customer Program, and you enroll whichever customers you want to enroll for only 70 cents a name. Okay? And then they are going to get that lookbook in August. There's 2 huge reasons that you want to do this. One I can tell you, and one I can't tell you. You just have to trust me. One is because the Luminous Foundations are coming out in August. And it's going to be a great book to show. We're going to be going all through the map. You're getting rid of all the Luminous that we have right now. And the new Luminous 3D are coming out in August. So that's going to be the big feature, right? It's also going to show the new lifting serum. Because even though it's out, y'all know it's not in the book because it came out a little earlier than they thought, right? After they had to take it out of the old book. So that'll be in there. And then there's another new item. And you might find out about it at seminar. In fact, you will if you go. I can't tell you about it, but it's huge is all I can say. And it's something that Mary Kay has never had before. And you're going to die. It's going to be so amazing. So that's all I can tell you. But your customers, you want to have that in their hot little hands. Just trust me on that. Trust me on it. So what can you do right now? Maybe you don't want to send in your customer list yet and enroll that, but here's what you can do. Make sure all your customers are in your preferred customer list, and when you get ready to enroll them, then you make sure you do that by July the 17th. You can go ahead and enroll what you have, and every week send in another enrollment because it doesn't end until, think of it as like enrollment for your insurance. Like you have a window, you can enroll people till the 17th, and you can enroll them every day if you want to. Let's say you got 20 customers. Go ahead and send that in, and the next week you got 5 more. You can send that in because it's not like extra to keep adding. You can add until the very last day. But here's the thing. The people that do the preferred customer book on the very last day, sometimes Mary Kay runs out of samples on those books. So they don't get the sample. And So you want to do it a little bit earlier so that whatever sample is in there, that your customers get it. Okay. All right. This is something else you could do. Okay. You could have a Facebook party. There's two ways you could have a Facebook party. One is if you got on the horn and sent some samples out to some women tomorrow, mailed them out. Now, if they're local, you could go hand it to them. But let's say you had to actually put them in the mail. So you would mail them. You'd have to have the samples, obviously, of the miracle set and any other item that you want them to try. Maybe a little charcoal mask. And then you actually have an event on Facebook. You invite them to it at a certain time. You go ahead and tell them in advance, can you get on Facebook at, let's say, 9 o'clock? Okay, and you'll have your samples, and I'm going to walk you through how to use it along with a few other people that I've given the samples to. And you would actually go to this live event. You would, the video would be on, and you would have it say, okay, ladies, here are the packets. I want you to open this up. Everybody, I want you to, and you would go through the facial. They're going to do it in their own bathroom, and you're going to tell them how to do it. And you're going to do the clothes and everything. It's wonderful. Allison has been doing this and had phenomenal results on it. Okay, let's say you go, hey, Cleta, this is a great idea, but I don't have any samples. Okay, so, well, you could go buy these little things and squirt some stuff in it, and you can have the samples that way to give it to them, but you got to get it in the mail. But you could have a Facebook preview event. And what a Facebook preview event is, where you have an event that you invite some people and say, I'm going to be previewing, 10 of my favorite Mary Kay products. You might call it Cleta's Favorites, although I would use your name. It would probably be better. Okay, so Jana's favorites, all right, Lori's favorites. And then you would say, come on, and if you come on Facebook at whatever time you decide to do it, and you make comments, I'm going to do a drawing. A $50 basket is going to go to one person who makes a comment. And anything that I preview that night, you're going to get a special on it. And so you may preview some different things. And what I would suggest is preview with another Mary Kay consultant. So let's say you and one of your Mary Kay besties, you get together at one of y'all's houses. Or as a matter of fact, you can't even bring two people in now on Facebook. So you probably could even do it, but really you need to be at the same spot. Let me tell you why. So let's say I was doing it together with Jana. Jana, you're just the second one on this. So I'm going to use you for every example tonight. Okay, so let's say I was doing it with Jana. So Jana, I would say, Jana, can you come to the house? And we're going to do this Facebook event at 8 o'clock. So she's inviting people to it. I'm inviting people to it. We're following up. We're making sure someone's going to get on there. So when she gets on there, we're going to go live on Facebook, and then I'm going to show my favorite things. So what I might do is put that facial mask on Jana's awful feet and show the before, and then show the after in 10 minutes, right? Okay, I might preview that, the facial peel, and we might even do it on ourselves. Jana may do a, some kind of pink eye, some kind of eye look on me. Like maybe I have no eye makeup on one eye, and she shows everybody and does my eye makeup, all right? We may show the eye makeup remover. Like maybe I have the cotton ball, take off my eye makeup, show how great that eye makeup remover, and then let her do my eye makeup on one eye. I mean, there's a lot of different things you could do. We could do the mask on one side of her face, You could just take a lot of different products, the miracle set even. You could show them, and then you just talk about them, show them, and just preview like 10, however many items you want to do, your favorites. And then you could say the price of them, have people comment, ask questions, and then do a little special at the end. Like anybody that buys a mask, it's buy one, get one half price tonight. I mean, do some deals on them, right? Or buy one, buy a mask, get mascara. They're both say mask, get mascara half price. Or 10% off everything you order tonight. It doesn't have to be like a big discount. It could be a little discount. But you could do a Facebook event just to get some people to look at your stuff. This could be people that have never even tried it before, right? So that's an idea that you could do. And it would be maybe like at the most 45 minutes. 45 minutes. 30 minutes. Most people aren't going to stay on there for the whole entire hour if they're just watching you. Well, they might, but I would say 30 minutes is plenty of time, maybe even 20, just to do a few things. So that's an idea that you could do too. Another thing you could do this week is you could actually take an order form and go check your inventory. Like actually do inventory. Write down every single thing you have on an order form and look at the gaps. Because sometimes, when you order, I don't know if y'all do this, but like you're placing an order, and then the next day someone goes, hey, you got any blank? And that's the one thing you don't have. You're like, how do I not have that? I have everything, and I don't have that one item. Is you need anything else? Nope, that's what I want. So you may take an order form if you don't already have it on your My Customers app, or you have your inventory. Go take it. And sometimes even if you have it on there, it could be jacked up because you're maybe giving free gifts and you're not writing it down and you don't know what you got. So maybe look and see what do you need that you could order to start your new year off right. Okay. Let's see if there's anything else I was thinking. Okay. So those are some things. That's it. Those are some ideas for you for this week. So I know you're not going to do them all. Wouldn't that be awesome? If you did them all, you'd probably be, like Cadillac director by the end of the week. You have to be a director first, but you definitely be a DIQ, okay? But what I'm saying is pick something to do this week. Don't just sit there and think, I don't know what I need to do. Look, I just gave you like 100 ideas. Pick one of them and do it, and just put it on a piece of paper, put it on the marker board, put it out to your customers, and just say, okay, this is what I'm doing. And it can be a little one or it can be a big one. It can be like, hey, I'm going for it all. I'm going to do 7 parties this week. 7 parties, 7 interviews, $700. I'm going to sell 7 skincare sets. I'm going to order at least 700, right, way more than that because I'm doing 7 parties. I'm inviting 7 people to the meeting. I am going to give out 7 samples a day. I'm going to meet 7 new women a day. I'm going to do 7 bookings every day. Whatever you want to do, get one. Get one, but don't just say it. Say it and mean it. Think about it and go, which one of these do I really want to do? Which one can I do? Which one can I commit to do? Okay? So I want you to think about that. And then at the end of the week, next week, you'll be excited, right? You'll be like, yeah, that's right. I did it. Okay? So, that's my ideas for you this week. I'm going to let the directors, if they have an idea of something they could suggest too. And then what I'd like you to do is when we get off the phone tonight, I want you to get on the Voxer group and give me at least one of those things that you're going to do. At least one. We need every single person on this call to have a goal. At least one goal. Because you know what? People that have no goals, they don't do anything. I had a little post I did the other day. I say, reach for the stars. If you miss, you'll still land among them in the moon. I mean, reach for the moon. If you miss, you land upon the stars. Reach for nothing when you miss, and you're going to, you still got nothing. You got nothing. And this is not a boss babe. Boss babes got stuff, right? Okay. All right. So I'm going to run down the director group and let you guys, if y'all have any comments or anything else that you want to add to this. And let me just say this right now before I put them on here. Next Sunday is the last day of the month. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to come on here at 9 o'clock for just a minute. I don't know what I'm going to say, but I'm going to come on here at 9 o'clock. So if you want to get on here at 9, I'm just going to 9 my time, whatever time it is in your time zone, the normal time. It's not going to be our full hour talk, but I'm going to get on there in a minute. And I hope I have something amazing to say to y'all, and I feel like I'm going to. So that's what we're going to do. It won't be a full-length Boss Babe call. It's going to be a minute one. But you know what? I just want to see some people that night. I'm going to be up doing Mary Kay all night anyway, so it don't matter to me. So we're going to get on there for just a minute next Sunday night, all of you that can. And you know what I might do is just see if any of you have something awesome. If you have an awesome thing that you just accomplished, I want you to send me a private Voxer message, and I'm going to do some little shout-outs. Does that sound good? So private box me and say, Cleta, this is Linda Wingate. I'm in my red jacket. That's what I want to hear from you, Linda Wingate. Okay. I think I'll know that because she is in my unit. But the rest of you, you can box me and tell me. And then I'll just do some shout-outs at 9 o'clock next week. Okay? All right. So let me go here with Miss Jana first. Jana, there you go.
Can you hear me okay?
I can.
All right, great call. I love when you just shoot us straight, Cleta, with a giggle because that just makes me giggle. Okay, so anyway, all right, leaders love straight talk. Okay, so Cleta asked us all to get on the Voxer group and post our goal on there. Okay, do not let it stop there. And then don't just go on Facebook and say, oh my gosh, you guys, I got a goal of having 7 parties this week and expect people to flock to you. No, 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 no. That was your billboard. Now you go out and contact the people and say, I'm so excited about this. Would you be willing to help me out? Women love to help other people out. Ask for help. Ask for help. Go out there and do it. And what happens if you don't have the 7 parties? Guess what? If you, like Cleta said, you shot for everything that you had, you are still going to have crazy, awesome momentum going into this next seminar year. And so I just dare you. I dare you to go out and do it. And I have this crazy vision of what's going to happen to Mary Kay in the next 6 months. And Cleta said, we can't tell you. There's a big, hot, juicy, big, fat, juicy secret. Now, okay, so I'm gonna try to I'm gonna slow down my words so I don't spill the beans. Position yourselves so you can be making a higher commission by the time these products launch in August, okay? When the new foundation and whatever this little thing is that we're talking about, you should position yourself because, like Cleta said, this is something Mary Kay's never had before. Therefore, we're going to be multiplying the markets we are in. Financially, this could change your life. And not just your life, but the lives of so many others. So position yourself. Go out and do those parties. Make some great things happen. And for Pete's sake, don't forget to do the preferred customer program and do it, like she said, early enough. So whatever samples come out, your people can get that. So, and you know what? I would even venture to say, get that book in the hands of a few extra people this quarter, because even if they're not using everything, we need some publicity on some stuff that's coming out, you guys. And so you're going to be glad you did. And so let's make some awesome stuff happen. And if you can't get jacked up about your own goals, call your sales director and get jacked up about what your unit's doing, because we need your help. We got to have your help. So anyway, thank you so much, Cleta.
Awesome. Thank you, Jana. Jana, you got me excited. Okay. Okay, Sayla. Whoa, hang on. Sayla. Hey, I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah. When you said that you were going to give us 7 different things, 7 is the number of completion. And so all I could think about is how we can complete this awesome seminar year doing any of these 7 things: 7 parties, 7 faces, 7 interviews, $700 in a day. Each day, 7 skincare sets. All of that is so powerful. And I know that my goal is to pick 7 of the list you gave us and to complete that, because I know that'll propel us into the next year, and really and truly for each of us to go out and just bless others with our skincare. Our businesses will grow. So that's what I have to say.
Thank you, Sayla. And it reminds me of something Donna Sweeney said. She did a little message to my unit, and she said, by you as a consultant reaching out to extra people to do the goal, every single person you reach out, like Sayla just said, blesses someone else. Like, don't discount all the calls you make. Is going to help her, not just you. So that's great. All right. Thank you, Sayla. Okay, Allison.
Hey. Okay. Can you?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Hi. Okay. So, I'm looking at my notes and I'm thinking, while Cleta was talking about the 7 different things that you could do, then she said, come on, you guys, you're boss babes. And I thought, yeah, if you guys literally did 7 parties, you probably would do just about, you'd have the 7 faces, you'd have the 7 interviews, you'd have the 700 in sales, you'd have the 7 skincare sets, you'd have 7 new customers. And so what I was thinking was, and you may not be thinking that big, but if you pick multiple ones that you think go together, 7 customer calls for $700 or something like that, so that it can be so that it's not just 7 phone calls to customers. Hey, how are you? Awesome. Okay, 1, you know what I mean? Like, it has to have a purpose. But I would also challenge you, once you select your goals, to have 7 days of accountability with your director.
Yes.
I think that's some of the biggest areas where we as consultants don't follow through. And, on day 7, we find out you missed the goal. And on day 1, we need to know that you're falling behind. You know what I mean? Or that you had a great day, because sometimes I think that consultants also don't know how to celebrate themselves. And so there's so many places for you to actually gain more customers by a little healthy bragging. And your your director can teach you how to do that effectively so that your customer base sees you winning, even on small levels. And so when you decide what your goals are and you've made the decision, the emotional commitment and the activity to put behind your goal, I would just encourage you to be accountable for these next 7 days, not to talk about the weather, the rain, but to talk about, this is what happened today. This is what I said. This is where I'm going. I was just talking to somebody who's working on a goal, and she told me she was almost there. And I was like, great, go finish it. We don't have time to talk more about stuff that's not going to get you towards your goal. It's just going to take your time away. So, these are exciting. And this is it, boss babes. This is it. This is the last 7 days. You all are the pace setters. You're the ones that are the most committed. You know what I mean? And so, there was something else I was going to say. When you say it, mean it. Thank you for saying that, Cleta. When you say it, mean it. Because here's what happens. When you say it, your director believes you. She's like, yay. And then in my mind, I'm like, let's do it. And so then it's working and staying accountable so that we can get you where you really want to go. And so be willing to do the work to put it behind. And Jana, you nailed it. You guys, positioning yourself is such an awesome strategic move for the unseen. And you just have to trust your director that something big is coming. And if you just and wait around, you're going to wish you had done a little bit more, for when the launch is here. And so we're real excited, but that's coming in August. We've got June to finish. And so I'm cheering you guys on for a strong finish. And I guess we'll see you on the last day for like a quick minute.
All right. Thank you, girl. Thank you so much. Okay, let's see. Let me go down here. Lori.
Hey, everybody. I just want to say thank you for everyone and all the comments. Cleta, you always bring it, and you bring just so many good ideas and just things for us to be thinking about, and just raising the bar so high. And I just want to tell you how grateful I am to have you and for you to just be inspiring to all of us, and for all the directors that spoke. I really don't have anything to add other than thank you for being who you are and being leaders, and for just helping us all and helping our consultants to just want to strive to be better and more, which it helps us, it helps each of us, and everyone wins in Mary Kay. And so it's just such a great to be a part of this team. So thank you and love you guys, and have a wonderful week.
Okay, Lori, and I know you got big goals yourself to finish up, so thank you so much. Okay, let's see. I know Rosie is on here and Valerie. So, okay, do Rosie and then Valerie. Rosie?
Hey, everybody. I just want to echo what Lori said. Cleta, whenever we have a Sunday night call, there's sometimes I'm like, oh, I gotta look halfway decent, gotta get ready for the call. And then I'm always so glad I did, because you have great ideas and you always pump me up. You totally do. And so I just want to thank you for that. And I'm kind of like Lori. I can't think of much else to say. I think, Jan and I have talked a little bit about positioning for the big stuff that's coming our way in August. And I think that what she said and the things that Allison added are so very, very key, especially being accountable to your director, because I know in my personal experience, that's the time I went forward, is when I stayed accountable, even when I did not want to. Even when I hadn't finished something I thought I was going to do, so it's so important. And it's not so that your director can call you out on it. It's not like that at all. It just keeps you accountable, and it just pushes you forward. And I know I'm really grateful that Jana didn't let me just kind of, like as she would say, she didn't just brush my hair and feed me cookies, but she wasn't mean either, but she kept me accountable. And she knows as well as some of the other people that I used to see her name, on my caller ID, and I'd see Jana Strunk, and I'd like, how does she know like where I'm stuck? And how does she just know this stuff, And there are times I didn't want to answer, I'll be honest with you, but that's also a part of being loyal to your director. And I think loyalty is huge, 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 because you're not only being loyal to your director, you're being loyal to yourself and what you said you would do. So anyway, I hope everybody has a great week, and looking forward to hearing the shout outs for next week. So thank you, Cleta.
You're welcome. Thank you, girl. Okay, let's see. Miss Valerie from California.
Hey, you guys had some great ideas, Cleta. Thank you for getting on my Facebook for my unit. They've all watched the video, which is awesome. But one thing that I'm doing is giving my girls some ideas how to finish out the last week. One idea is if you could sell one lipstick to 10 people a day, that's $180 a day. And when you multiply it by 7 days, hold on, I'm multiplying. You got $1,260 to finish out your week. Just to keep going, don't give up, and enroll your people in the PCP, because customers will call you and they will be so excited about August. They will be so excited. And when you said positioning, or someone said positioning yourself, Jana did, or positioning yourself for the things that are coming out in August. That's what I've been working on, some of my hot shots, to get them in position to do the things that they want to do. So they're really focused on moving up and getting more customers. So yeah, and finishing that cruise. That's what I'm saying.
All right. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much. And here's the thing about what she just said. Sometimes it's easy to focus on 1 or 2 items to sell if you're really just trying to get some sales up. Maybe you're trying to finish up Princess Court of Sales or the National Court of Sales. By honing in on 1 or 2 items, it just makes it easy in your brain. Like, I know when I was trying to sell charcoal mask, trying to sell 100 charcoal masks. I mean, it's just so easy. All I talked about is charcoal masks. And, I think we were trying to do it in a unit. I sold like 27 in a day, 27 charcoal masks in one day. Times that by $24. I don't even know what it is. But, that's like $600, $700 worth of charcoal masks. So if you're not real schooled on all of Mary Kay and what we have, pick something you do know about and hone in on that one thing. That'll help you get some sales. But anyway, you guys, I know that we're going to finish strong. I know that we're going to get some great recruiting this month and orders in. And we have I know with the cheetahs, we have a lot to go to finish. We need to do like triple time this month to hit 800 is the million. We need to do it like 3 times that. And so here's the deal. We're going to hit a good mark. I can tell you that right now. All of us are going to hit it. I think a lot of us have already had our best year ever. But the week and the month and the year is not over. And we need to hit some major marks. So you guys, now's the time. Really, I would say don't do anything but Mary Kay this week. And, pray, read your Bible, kiss your husband, kiss your children, and then work. Work. And then you know what? You can go on vacation on July the 4th when everybody else does. And then it's back to work. Okay. You guys have a great week. I cannot wait to talk to you. Don't forget, box your goal, one of your goals. You can take a minute to think about it because I want you to mean it when you say it. And then next Sunday, privately box me. And I know you want to shout out. I don't care how you do it. But really, even if you shout out on the Boss Babe call, that's okay. You can do that. But if you tell me personally that I can write them down just real quickly. Actually, you know what? Post it on the Boss Babe call. Next Sunday, as you finish something big, just post it on there because that way it'll be easy for me and I can just scroll down and read them. Is that good? Instead of sending me 7 jillion boxers, I think it's going to be a lot better idea. Yeah, do that. So just post it on the Boss Babe call next Sunday as you finish a goal because I know some of you are going to finish before midnight. You're going to knock it out before midnight. And when you do go, I got my red jacket. I did it. Or I just won the cruise. You might do that way before this. But let's have those celebrations for now, between now and next week. And I cannot wait to tell you what we did. And I know you can't wait to tell me what you did. So thank you guys for calling in. If you're a sales director on here and I didn't call on you, it's because I don't know that you're on here. So make sure you let me know or register so I have your name on there so I know who you are. Okay? Have an awesome week. And I'm not kidding about that. We need to have an awesome week. We're going to have an awesome week. Thank y'all for calling in once again. Love you guys, every single one of you.